Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is well. It is the 2nd of February and it is 8:18 a.m. and I'm up. I've got the day off and I'm filming because I had a delivery yesterday, but by the time I picked it up, because I had it delivered to work, it was too dark to do an unboxing and I really wanted to do an unboxing. So I'm going to do that. But before I do, and I'll put in the comments section when this ramble bit's finished so you can have a look at it. I was trying not to buy that many decks this year, as I've mentioned previously. Currently have like 4 on my wish list, but I popped into the tarot shop that I visit, and they had a just a Rider-Waite deck in there, and it was like really cheap, and I was like, oh, can you really ever have enough Rider-Waite decks? Can you? So I bought it. Now I'm not going to show you like all the cards because it's the Rider-Waite Smith, so you know, but it was really interesting because it's definitely the it's the printing that's not great. A while ago, there's a video on my channel, I think, I had a twin pack, and it had the Temperance card on it, and it was a blue thing, and inside it had the cards and a little book, and I gave it to a friend who was learning. I couldn't quite get behind the dots on the face, but anyway, this deck is that deck. So it's the original AE Waite Tarot deck limited edition. I don't know if it's limited edition, and when I got it I didn't think anything of it until I got it home. So it doesn't say anywhere who the publisher is. I thought, well, it's clearly US Game Systems, you know, and it might be. If anyone actually knows, do let me know. So the box is just as is, and then the little book, but then it doesn't mention anywhere in the book who the publisher is. And I was like, okay, I'm just used to seeing it, you know. But then the cards themselves, which, by the way, there is a point to this video, they don't have any copyright on them, but they do have Pixie's signature. So I'm not sure. However, the cardstock, and I haven't even shuffled them. I've been waiting to shuffle them because it feels momentous. I have never felt cardstock quite like it. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not as good as certain cardstock out there, like the Wild Unknown. It's quite thick. You know, I can take it or leave it. If it feels good in the hand, I know I like it. And this feels like, that's not the right card. That's not the right card. It just feels like cardboard, like proper cardboard. There's a slight shimmer on the card, but barely, and it is awesome. And just the feel of them, it's just like, oh my days. So I'm really, really actually glad that I picked it up on a whim, because even though I have thankfully I have 2 light blue boxes, which is more of a cardboard stock, and I do really enjoy those decks. There's just like, because this is so cheap, I feel like I can use it. Not that they were expensive, but then they were a little bit more expensive than I'm used to paying. But this just feels amazing. I suppose it's really hard in a video to explain how well it feels, but yeah, it just feels really good. So that took us to about 4 minutes. So yeah, but I've seen them on eBay. They're on eBay for like £9.98 at the moment, plus £2 something delivery. So I don't know where they come from. Anyway, you didn't come here to see me sip tea. You came here to see my unboxing. Here we are, all the way from Borders, Oxford. And I am going to open it. So I love Borders of Oxford. They do awesome tarot decks, and a lot of the time they're cheaper. This deck I paid £30 for, free delivery. Amazon's got it at £51. So it is a Schiffer deck. Oh no, I paid £30 and 54p, and it is the Kabbalistic Visions tarot. Ooh, sorry, a little mess, but here we go. So we've got a very similar box, or exactly the same box as the Marielle. It's under the bed, so I can't quite check it. I came across this deck. Where did I come across it? I can't remember where I came across it. It was on some sort of social media, and I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. And it's by Marco Marini and Luigi Scarpini. I have butchered their names, I'm sorry, but I do have the Scarpini tarot. Granted, it's missing its 4 aces, so I can't use it, but it's fine. So yeah, obviously, as soon as I saw that it was Schiffer, I knew that it was going to be big, but that's fine, that's fine. The deck itself is actually damaged. I assume it was done in the post. I'm not going to worry. The cards are damaged, then we're going to have to talk to Borders, but there we are. So, I'll give you a quick twirl. Explore the mystical, historic, I can never actually say that word, oh well, tradition of the Kabbalah via this comprehensive study of the tarot, using the tree of life and the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. So, I won't read it all because it's just my face that you're looking at. I have very limited knowledge of the Kabbalah, the Tree of Life. I got the information I have from Ian Daniels's book, and what else did I get? And I've got a book on Golden Dawn. So I'm aware of it, but I'm not like involved. Sorry guys, I've got a cold, so I just keep pausing to make sure I don't sniffle on you. But yeah, so I thought, why not? Why not try something different? Because, you know, learning pip cards this year is not enough. So, oh god, the box is absolutely covered in like shite. Anyway, so this is what the inner looks like. Okay, well the cards aren't wrapped in anything. Okay. Ooh, so here's the book. I'd say that's quite an impressive sized book. What's with all the marks on it? I'm glad I didn't pay £51 for it. So, 252 pages. Ooh, we'll get to that in a minute. And what's this? It's come. Oh, yes, I think I read about this. It comes with a Oh, what is it? Oh wow! How amazing is that? My little arms can't hold it up completely. I believe that's the Tree of Life. It is. I know it is. I read that. So, shall we take a look at some of the cards? Hold on. So, yeah. I thought I was going to have to do the, you know when you get a Schiffer deck or like a Hay House deck, sometimes you've got to crack them to get them open. Yeah. So bear in mind, like I've just said, I don't know anything really about the Kabbalah. So this really is just the first impressions of me looking at it as a tarot deck. That is all. And oh, it's not in order, which makes me think this deck has been returned. I'll be pissed if it has. I mean, I don't mind them, but because it's not got like, you know, sometimes it has the wrapping round it. I'm going to send them a message and make sure that this isn't a used deck. I don't mind used decks, but not when I pay for what I believe to be full price and it's sold as new. It's pretty battered, but that could just be that it's a Schiffer deck. I don't mean that in a horrible way, but you can't really see. Oh, but it's still red, so that's cool. So yeah. Right, let's have a look, and we'll just have a little play with the cards. It's a very meaty deck by the looks of it, so I don't know if we'll go through all of them, but yeah, so the Hanged Man. Oh, they're very shiny, aren't they? So probably not going to be able to see the artwork at its best. By the way, this is the bags. These are reversible, which I think is awesome. Definitely you can so see like the Scarpini tarot in this. I love it. The 8 of Cups is what appears to be a very happy person getting in their Rolls Royce. I think the Rolls is. She's very drunk. She's drunk on life. I'm just, do you know what? I know that this is a first impression video, but I'm just going to pause it real quick and count the cards because I'm really paranoid. Right, I'm back. So I managed to count them. There do appear to be 78 cards. So that's good. I just had a moment. Maybe it was just the way they were sent, but I just had that paranoid feeling. Anyway, back to it. So I've accidentally moved them all around. So we've got the King of Coins. I'll only go through a few of them. because, like I said, you can't really see them, the glare. The Eight of Swords. It's very cool. Very Anna Kay. But if I was doing an Eight of Swords, that's probably how I would do an Eight of Swords as well. So, oh yeah, we're back to the drunk lady in her Rolls Royce. Sorry, I got carried away looking at it. What else do we have? Two of Swords. It's interesting. But I love the artwork, and I knew it'd have big borders, but you get it. They're a scroll inside the border, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Three of Cups. Look at the kitty! Such intricate detail, as you would expect. Five of Cups. Bloody hell. This could take you a long time to just sit with this card. It appears like he's watching the tower. That is so cool. You know, as soon as this video is finished, I'm going to just, like, read that book. Sorry, guys, it's a terrible quality. But, ooh, I'm kicking it. Right, what else do we have? Oh, I think that's the cutest Two of Cups I have ever seen. Yep, you can quote me on that. Can you see? I don't know if you can see, but that puppy appears to have knocked the woman over and is licking her face. Any animal owner out there, especially a dog owner, that is an amazing Two of Cups. My favourite. Oh my god. Six of Wands. What a modern twist we have here. I mean, I can definitely see the Rider-Waite-Smith Six of Wands there. So, like I said, it's a problem with unboxings. You really don't know that much about the deck that you're talking about. So, sorry about that. But maybe we do look at some of its Rider-Waite-ish. I'm gonna be honest. My camera, the glossiness is just doing it no justice. The images are not blurred. They're very detailed. Right, let's pick a few more cards, and then we'll have a wee quick look at the book. So we've got Five of Wands. Oh, they're just wonderful, aren't they? Were you the kicked, or were you the kicker as a child? I was the kicked. So the reason I bought this deck is I mentioned on some of my social media that I had a list of decks that I would like to purchase, and it took me about 2 weeks to whittle it down. I watched a couple of videos, not too many, because you don't want too many cards being shown when you want to buy a deck, or you might. I normally just skip some if they show all the cards. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I made a pros and cons list, and this one came out on top purely because it was Scarpini's artwork. I wasn't overly... my knowledge on the Kabbalah is not good, so I thought this would be something, to really get my teeth into. But that being said, I said that with the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and that's still sat in the box, which I love, by the way. I do love that deck. So yeah, we'll see whether I actually throw myself in, because at the moment I'm completely enamoured with, what is it, the Tarot of the Witches by Fergus Hall. My mind is just blown. So my whole world has been opened up. Let's show cards as I chat. Sorry, my whole world has been opened up by that deck. I'm just amazed by it, and how I'm reading with it. I'm just loving it. So perhaps it was premature of me to purchase another deck at this time. That being said, you know, done it now, haven't I? The other decks I've got on my list are quite cheap as well. One's slightly expensive at £30 again. Look at the moon. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So we shall see. I need to save more this year, so it's probably not going to be. Yeah, right. So I should stop repeating myself because it doesn't seem to. Right. Let's take 2 more cards. That's a cool card. There is a particular card in here that I want to find because that also is the reason I bought this deck. It completely swung it for me. So I'll pause while I shuffle so you don't have to wait. Okay, I found it. So yeah, looking at the images, it reminds me very much of. Now I cannot pronounce the gentleman's name, so I'm sorry, but I'm hoping you're gonna get me. Alexandra Jodorowsky, the Holy Mountain film. That film, the images here, they strike me very similar to that film, the feel of it. Yeah, and it's modern and it isn't, and it is. But this is the death card. I quite like it. I'm gonna have to do some research on it, but I think it's wonderful. Oh my gosh. In case I'm not showing it, I'm very, very enamoured with this deck already. The 9 of Swords looks a little painful. Sorry, I'm waiting for a man to come and collect the box. Or a woman. Look at that. Jesus. Sorry, I'm so paranoid. Don't ring the doorbell because it's so loud. Okay, and then 2 more. This is Judgment. It reminds me of one of the images from T, the New Tarot. Wow, it's awesome. And then this is the reason. This is the Popess. Number 2. High Priestess. Sorry, I had a moment. And if that is not the coolest High Priestess card I've ever seen, I don't know what is. Oh my god. So that's a few of the cards. Just to give you a taster. So thick deck. I can just I've done reversals already. Never mind. I can just about shuffle it like that. I'll probably have to do it overhand. Yeah. Deck quality is a little poor, but not like the cardstock's great, it's just chipping already, but yeah. So, real quick look at the book because I mean, who really comes here for the book? Wow. There's the camera. Wow, that's intense. And it talks you through them. The 4 worlds of the Kabbalah, victory, glory, Hod, Ketha, the way of the spirit. Oh, and it does have divinatory meanings. You'd expect that, I guess, but there's a lot of white space in this book. Sorry to say. I don't generally like white space, but probably could have been smaller. Saved a tree, maybe. That's just my personal preference, guys. Let's not all get angry at once. But then there's quite a bit there if we the Princess of Coins. Ooh. So yeah, that. So most of the book is taken up by the Kabbalah at the beginning and followed by the cards. I do believe. Oh, and we have spread, the 3 ways. So we do have a spread as well. I think it's a spread. Yeah, this deck would not surprise me. It could have anything. So there we are. There's the Kabbalistic Visions Tarot. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry it's a bit of a rambly video. No, I'm not. That's who I am. But thank you if you watched it, and I'll hopefully be back real soon, but not with a new deck. Much love, guys. Take care.